What's up, good people? Welcome back to another episode of Undrafted Views. We're here. We talk sports from the sidelines. And in today's video, we're going to talk about our expectations for the Suns and Mavs matchup. Let's get into it.
The Phoenix Suns are hosting the Dallas Mavericks in what will be the Western Conference semifinals. What are you looking forward to in this series?
I'm looking forward to seeing Luka be phenomenal. I think Luka this is his first opportunity to play in round 2 of the playoffs, because he's never made it. The Clippers blew the Mavs out the past 2 seasons. This is his opportunity now to showcase all of he does it anyway, but to be on this stage at this time for Luka, I think it's going to be really amazing. So I expect to see Luka be phenomenal in this particular series.
Okay. Now I am expecting a high scoring affair. I think out of all the games in the second round, this series will probably average somewhere around 120, 130 points per game. All right, so let's get into some of the matchups, the individual matchups in the backcourt specifically. You talked about Luka Doncic having a fantastic season. I think CP3, this wonderful stretch that he's on, age 37, hey, I'm just saying, he's playing phenomenal right now. He's a great leader for the Phoenix Suns. What do you think about that matchup, though? The old vet versus the international sensation.
I think that Luka will learn a lot from Chris Paul in this series. I think this will be a lesson for Luka to learn how to play playoff basketball at this stage. I believe Luka can learn a lot from Chris Paul, and I believe Chris Paul will be able to teach him in this series. That's what I think.
Yeah. Luka's known for complaining. Well, get ready to complain.
Or not. I hope that a kid pulled him to the side at this stage of the playoffs. That complaining ain't gonna work. Don't even waste your energy on that, because you will be shown. Chris Paul is going to show you how to behave. That's what I'm saying. He's going to show him how to behave if he's willing to learn. I don't know if he will be. He'll probably watch tape later and be willing to learn. But I can see the poise that Chris Paul displays down the stretch of a game, how he maneuvers, how he gets his teammates involved. That's one thing I am looking forward to seeing. Will Luka get his teammates involved? Because that's going to be something to watch. So, do I believe Luka can be phenomenal? Absolutely. But being phenomenal won't be enough to win a conference semifinal series. So will he get his other teammates involved? Because there's other teammates that can really help the Dallas Mavericks win some games. Yes.
Yeah, well, I think over time, last couple of games, especially when Luka was out with his calf injury, he's learned to trust his teammates because they stepped up when he couldn't play.
He better. And even though he is playing, he still needs to do that. What I'm saying is that one of the benefits that the Suns have is that they have Chris Paul, and so Chris Paul can be phenomenal on his own. But what makes him the best point guard that they point him, the fact that he knows how to get everybody else involved, right? And he knows when to step in and when to step out when it comes to making plays. And I think that if Luka wants to see what his next steps are as a point guard in this particular series or in his future in the NBA, he needs to develop those types of skills. I'm not talking about basketball, 1s and 2s, footwork, 2 versus a 3. He got that. It's this leadership piece, right, that will take Luka to the next level. And hopefully he'll be able to, from this experience, be able to start developing what that looks like for him. Because I think that is one of the missing pieces of his game.
Yes, absolutely. Now, neither Chris Paul or Luka, they're not susceptible to backing down. I mean, the technical fouls will be flying depending on now. Scott Foster is reffing one of these games, I know, right? Scott Foster's reffing, you just don't know how he's going to do it. Right now, I think Chris Paul is Scott Foster's undefeated whenever Chris Paul is playing.
You know what? I just really hope he's not, only because it just makes. Can he swallow his whistle sometimes? I'm just like, can somebody goop him and remove the ball from his whistle? So when he blow, it don't go off. Oh my gosh! But we'll see how it works out. I hope and I wouldn't be surprised. I probably will. And I don't know.
I know. Now, one thing that's going to be interesting, I think size matters in this series. I mean, Chris Paul probably barely 6'1". Luka Doncic is huge for a point guard, 6'7", and the way he moves is kind of slow, very methodical, but he's very tricky as well. So I'm
It's
really looking
good.
forward to seeing this point guard matchup. And yeah, Devin Booker. Now, I think he may have came back too soon. Even though the Suns won the previous series and he came in, he hit a crucial 3-ball. Devin Booker's hamstring, I'm concerned with moving into this series with the Dallas Mavericks.
You know what? And I don't think the Suns knew what they wanted to do with Devin Booker. Hence is why they were fined.
Oh, okay.
Hence is why they were fined for what not being clear on Devin Booker's injury and whether or not he was going to play. So here we are now with the start of this series. I think maybe the Suns wanted to get him in and get him warm enough to prepare him for the Suns and Mavs matchup. But we'll see I hope that he will be able to sustain health throughout this series. Don't want him to go out again, to miss it, so I hope he'll be
Yeah.
okay, but we'll see. Devin Booker is needed on the court, no doubt about that, but I hope he can remain healthy in this series.
All I'm saying is Jalen Brunson is waiting for him. Spencer Dinwiddie, Jalen Brunson in the backcourt. Even Reggie Bullock can sometimes sub in as the shooting guard. That backcourt for the Mavs, they're not playing.
Jalen Brunson, the silent one. See, I know we give credit. I know the national news, NBA sports media give credit to Luka for the round 1 win. I get it. Luka is their superstar, and I understand that. But if Jalen Brunson hadn't held it down while Luka was out, we would be having a different conversation. Don't discredit. You cannot just, if you're going to talk about the Mavs round 1 play, you will not miss out mentioning Jalen Brunson for me. You can't do it. Why I say that is because if Jalen Brunson can hold on to whatever that was and carry it to the Suns matchup, it will be really great to watch. So, yeah. He just may be the Mavs X factor. Jalen Brunson can be the Mavs X factor. So we'll see how that all plays out.
In contrary, I think Campaign can be the Suns' X factor because we witnessed what he's able to do with Chris Paul out. Remember when Chris, I think it was last season.
Yes.
Campaign came through huge for the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, I agree. Another thing that was mentioned, Luka in one of his post game, he talked about Mikal Bridges. So the defense of Mikal Bridges can be something that may trip up Luka. See, I'm looking forward to seeing what all of that looks like, right? And we've never seen the Mavs as of late in the semifinals. So this is going to be a new watch for all of us. But we've seen the Suns. I mean, come on, the Suns were, part of the finals last season. So them being here is not new for them, considering they almost have the same core staff, same core players on the court. What's new is what the Mavs bring in, and what does that matchup look like? And also from a coaching perspective, what will Jason Kidd do to perhaps upset Monty Williams and the Suns, if it's possible? What will happen? I can't wait to see I can't wait to see the coaching style. I can't wait to see the coaching schemes. I can't wait to see it. I just cannot wait to see it.
I'm glad you said if it's possible, because Monty. Monty is my guy. Like, he can do no wrong.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay, now you mentioned Mikal Bridges. We know he's runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year. Fantastic, long, lengthy, athletic, speedy. I think he can have, he had a pretty big game in round 1. I think he scored the most points of his career, 31 points or so. Looking to see him repeat that against the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about depth when we're talking about the Mavs versus the Suns. I think the Suns have more.
Yeah.
That may be a detriment to the Mavs winning this series. What will the others do? Because, it is about your superstar. Yes, you need them to play phenomenal on the court, but the others also help propel wins. And so I wonder, what does that look like for the Mavs against the Suns? So
yes.
That's a concern that I have with this particular matchup.
Well, the Mavs should definitely be concerned because the Suns have 3 big bigs. You can't even touch DeAndre Ayton, JaVale McGee, and Bismack Biyombo. You cannot.
You mean to tell me them little... Yeah. And when I look at the bigs, on the Mavs, I go, ooh,
I know.
y'all in trouble.
Y'all about to get it. Exactly.
Y'all about to get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, DeAndre Ayton playing for his extension. He's mad. He's upset. He hasn't gotten it yet. JaVale McGee, multiple-time NBA champion. Bismack Biyombo just hungry. Oh, Dwight Powell and Maxi Kleber, they're in big trouble this series. They're going to be exposed big time.
Yeah, yes. I don't know if that's enough. I just don't know if it's enough. So that's why it's important for me to know what will Jason Kidd do, knowing all of that, and how will he get wins out of the series. What is it going to be? Because Luka, as great as he'll be, as great as he is, won't be enough.
Mm-mm.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Now, one matchup that I'm really excited to see is Jay Crowder and Dorian Finney-Smith. We talk about Dorian Finney-Smith, who got it out the mud. He is a junkyard dog, and we know Jay Crowder loved to mix it up. I'm really looking forward to that matchup.
I can't wait. Yeah, I agree. Oh, that's a good one. That's going to be a good one. Yeah. Spencer Dinwiddie, I'm calling on you. Yeah. Whatever you did in the regular season needs to show up in this series if you expect to help the Mavs to win any games. Yeah. He's going to have to show up. Now, I know he didn't give me enough in round one. Jalen Brunson for me was a highlight. I'm sorry. I can't get over all the production that he put up. Mm-hmm. But if Luka, Jalen, and Spencer can figure something out, it may be pretty special for the Mavs this series.
Yeah, they're going to need it. I'm telling you.
Especially what the next season looks like for them. At this point, there'll be a point in this particular series, in my opinion, where the Mavs will be looking like, what do we need to do for next season? It may happen sooner than later in the series, but it will happen during this series.
Okay. All right. So let's get into our predictions for this series. Two Western Conference juggernauts. This one was tough for me. Uh-huh. Not at all. Suns. The Phoenix Suns will win this series in 6 games.
I have the same. Suns in 6. I will give the Mavs 2 games. I will give them, and that's basically on the strength of Luka. I will give them that. But that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It will be Suns for sure. For sure. For the Mavs, I think that their season was still successful. To get this far, it's a success for the Mavs because they've never been here before with Luka being their star. Their star on the team. So
and he seemed really happy to reach this level. So that means this is good enough for him for right now. But I'm telling you, the Phoenix Suns, this is their year. Last year was their year to me.
So. I think so.
And they've been tested this series because they played the New Orleans Pelicans.
That's why they had to get Devin Booker back. Don't play. Don't even play. Devin Booker coming back as early as he did was because the Suns felt shook. You cannot tell me that wasn't the case. Otherwise, he would have sat out.
Of course. Absolutely. And then the Mavericks played the Utah Jazz in their last series.
I don't have nothing for the Jazz right now. Don't even get me started on them.
Okay. Yeah, so all I'm saying is the Phoenix Suns are in a really good groove, having beat the Pelicans, and the Mavs, played the Jazz and they won 4-2. It wasn't that competitive to me, it just wasn't. All right, you guys, we are going to wrap up this episode. Make sure you drop down in the comments and let us know what your predictions are, and we will see you guys on the next one. But until